I love this. I'm so happy. Hello, friends. This is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, where we're here on the Jagged Peak. We're pretty high up, and I have to imagine that Bayle is either next or really soon. I mean, because look at this, and I'm excited. But before, there's a few things that I have making notes from last time. Let me see. What was that? Yeah, so general thoughts. I wonder if, I asked before, like, who was the largest boss that we've seen in the Soulsborne series? I think it's probably Dragon God. Does that sound right? It's either Dragon God or maybe from Demon Souls, or maybe the Divine Dragon from Sekiro. There was a comment that said in the last video that basically hinted that there might be more Senesax lore in the lightning pots, and so I'm gonna check if I actually have a lightning pot or am able to craft one. It would have to be like a red lightning pot, right? Red, oh, we actually got a red lightning pot. The ancient dragons who betrayed their lord to side with a tyrant were known for wielding branching red lightning. Yeah, so this is one of those, yeah, so Senesax is definitely Team Bayle here. I wonder if I should have gotten a hefty red lightning pot already, but it looks like a lot of the lore is pretty similar between the hefty and the regular. So yeah, so I'm yeah, that makes sense. Wait, hold on a second. So, did Fortisax have branching red lightning too? I don't know. Also, speaking of Senesax lore, let me see if there actually is any, because I got a dragon heart from Senesax, I think. So let's pop over to the Dragon Communion altar and see if I can turn in the heart for any, like, I don't know, Senesax forking lightning stuff. I mean, with Bayle, no. It's so weird that that's a communion with Bayle is a specific extra thing. I guess it requires the heart of Bayle. That's why. And still just Ghost Flame Breath. Another thing I noticed when I was looking back at the Finger Runes of Rhea video for notes is specifically what the ghost said at the Finger Weaver's ruins, or Finger Weaver's hovel. The ghost said, now must I sound this one hanging bell, so and sweetly cradled shall I come to be at the bosom of the mother of the exalted mother. So I didn't put together exactly what that was going to mean or what I thought it would mean, because I was just thinking I'd ring the bell and I would bring a boss, and maybe it will. But I think more likely is it'll bring me somewhere, because it's saying there are all these hands around. I just need to ring the bell and the hands will cradle me and bring me, and I'll be at the bosom of the exalted mother. So I think they'll either actually carry me somewhere or warp me somewhere. I guess probably both. That's my guess about what'll happen when I ring the bell. And I don't know what the exalted mother is. It certainly wait, was that? Because the mother term has come up a couple times before. No, I thought the blood fiends were like the mother of truth. Yeah, so it could be an outer god, or it could just be, I don't know. There's no character we've heard about who's like the exalted mother who's in this area. So outer god of some sort is my best guess. Another general thought or question is, we've seen Drake warriors, we've seen dragon cult knights, and we've seen people who drink from Dragon Communion. I'm pretty sure that you are a Drake warrior and Igon is a Drake warrior, and they are both fighting, and I think my best understanding then is that the Drake warriors are against, are basically on team, who is that? The person in the timey-wimey thing. Placidusax. So, from when I am looking back at my notes about just generally I picked up from the Dragon Communion Priestess and just around here. So the Drake Warriors are on Team Placidus Axe, and they became Drake Warriors, like they became these half-Drake things because Placidus Axe was betrayed by Bayle and Team Bayle, including Senesax. And then, in revenge, the Drake Warriors started killing and eating and dragon communing, and then became this sort of thing to become closer to Placidus Axe. Does that sound right? Is that about right? Based on what we know, is that like a reasonable interpretation? I might have missed something that the game told me I just forgot about, is the thing. And then the Dragon Cult Knights, I guess, are a third team. I think that those are the team, those are like Team Godwin and Erdtree. As, again, just like a third group. But Fortisax, and so Fortisax, if this reading is right, Fortisax would be Team Dragon Cult, Senesax is Team Bayle, and Dragon Cult Priestess is Team Placidus Axe. I've just been thinking about the dragons and trying to parse them in my mind, and that's the best I can come up with for the moment. Now, I did get two new smithing stones. One max level smithing stones, one somber, one regular. Let me see if there's anything I actually want to do with them. I've tried using the Antspur rapier a couple times, not often, but I have used it a couple times. So I might give this another shot, actually. Yeah, let's buff up the Antspur rapier, because that's kind of a unique ability. Oh, and I have 7 Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones. I'm actually good on those. Is there a way to sort weapons by how many boosts I've given them? Because there's so many weapons I'm seeing here that I just forgot I ever boosted up. Like the Nox Flowing Sword would have been great against like a bunch of little guys because it has that whip thing. I just forget about all these because they're buried in the... I could probably go back and like... You know, that's probably what I'll do between sessions at some point, is like dump a bunch of the crap that I will never really use into my bank or sell it. I haven't really messed much with the Poison Hand. Let me boost this one up as well. Bam. So now we still have one Somber left over. I'm also going to level up my... I feel like my Arcane is kind of okay. I'm going to buff up some of my lower ones a bit. Let me try to get my Faith up a bit. Because I thought I saw something that had like Faith 18 that looked kind of interesting. I don't remember what it was, but there was some weapon that had leaned a little bit more faith, so I'll just do that. And the last thing I want to do before I progress in the Jagged Peak is I want to test a bit more. Where can I go that lets me die? No, I don't need to die. I want to test a bit more that, the Lamenter's Mask and see exactly like what stats I have before I use it and what stats I have after I use it. So my physical is down. I was 191 with even just naked without lamenting, and now I'm down to 142, so I'm weaker against physical stuff. Magic was 157, my magic is about the same. Fire was 195, fire's about the same. Lightning is 136. My lightning's about the same. Holy is 191. My holy was 188 before. It seems about the same. So it makes me weaker against physical, but that's about it. Nothing else is really significantly affected. Resistances. Resistance is where it's at. Resistance is significantly boosted on this mode, but not all of them. My focus is down. My focus is way down. And my vitality is down too. So basically it's a huge boost to immunity robust and a downgrade in focus and vitality. HP, FP, and stamina are unaffected. This doesn't seem all that great. Unless, again, let me know if I'm misunderstanding this. That's my best reading of it. So my current situation is I guess I'd only use it if I really need to boost my resistance to poison, or what does robustness deal with? Whatever robustness deals with, frostbite or whatever. But that's kind of it. Otherwise, it's probably not really worth it. Especially bad if I'm dealing with physical stuff. Yeah, this feels bad. Now, actual last thing before I try to find Bayle is, I have to remember to use Igon's finger and Theolier's concoction. Where do I have that? It's a key item, maybe? Theolier's concoction causes immediate death if imbibed by an ordinary human. Maybe as a lamenter I can use it? It's a single-use item, so I'm really hesitant to try it until I've tried, because it mentioned something against Bayle, right? Condensed somniferous elixir purported to be capable of putting even an ancient dragon to sleep. Maybe I should use that against Senesax, because Senesax was literally ancient dragon. For an ordinary mortal, a single sip would assuredly result in swift and certain death. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway. Let's go and... I didn't even see that. Let's go and explore around a little bit, and we'll see what we can find. Precious item ahead. I love precious items. And stuff first, too. You're like lightning charged. I don't need this against you for right now. Hold on a second. There we are. Flask. Igon's Cookbook 2. Dragon Communion Flesh, because I'm pretty sure we've gotten one of these books already. There we are. Boosts vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity at the cost of gradual HP loss. I don't like that. I feel that feels like something good if you're good and bad if you're bad, and guess which one I am. Lump of animal flesh with a heat that never cools. An imitation of dragon-scale flesh created by human hands, used to sate the hunger of Drake warriors, if only briefly. And he was a Drake warrior. Was he I didn't actually get a sense of what his body really looked like, so maybe he wasn't a Drake warrior, or it was just like he was going to become one, but he couldn't end up eating anyone because he lost to Bayle. Alright, let's go die. We came from down there, so we're going up. Piles of broken dragons. I wish I were a goat. I feel like a goat would have an easier time here. Oh, we got a big old lofty thing, a lift us up thing. Oh, I was even just talking about, wouldn't a goat be nice? I actually have a little goat. I have a little horse goat. All right. I'm putting this off because I'm actually pretty nervous about this. I don't know. I don't know why I'm stressed about this. All right, unstress myself. Let's go die. We're gonna go die. Not like that, though. Come on, that's... Boy, is that an anticlimax. I just anticlimaxed myself right there. Where are we aiming? We're aiming here. Get up there. Good. Oh, nope, nope. I went too far. My inner mountain goat is failing me. It's mocking me. Am I close enough to that thing, or am I going to die? Whew. This is disorienting and amazing. Can we go anywhere from here? It really doesn't look like it. Let's take another look this way. I think we can just go around this thing. Like, we can go, yeah, we can go down here. This is another case where I'm glad there's not a lot of enemies right now. I don't need that. Do I want to jump down there? I don't think so. They just look like some fulgur blooms. But maybe, because it looks, maybe it's cool down there. Any caves here along the edge? Jagged Peak Cavern? Nothing like that? No. Alright, another mountain of dragon corpses. Now, I wonder, were these dragons part of Team Placidusax? And they were, like, making a heroic charge and they just got roasted? I would buy that, because they are pumping up Bayle, and I am very appreciative of it. Yeah, I don't care all that much about all of you. Ancient Dragon, Smithing Stone, good. They drop glass shards. They don't seem to drop any loot that's super worth it, so let me just ignore them for now. Do I go this way? Yeah, this is a little side path. Or this is probably the main path. Yeah, more of these failed Drake warriors. So that is something I can try with the if nothing appears after a few attempts against, again, what I'm assuming this is Bayle. Of course it's Bayle. If the dragons if nothing clearly presents itself to you, no time clearly presents itself to use that Theolier's potion concoction, I might just try it in this form. And maybe, like, if I use it in this form, I'm no longer human, so then I will survive it. And then if the dragon bites me, he'll go to sleep and I'll get a buff. I don't really know. Okay. All right. We're here. Where's the sign? There's definitely a furled... Ooh, got a bunch of these. Dragon's Caller Bloom. There's definitely a bunch of... There's definitely a sign coming up here. Where is it? I want to watch for it. I'm bad at recognizing these. Unless I just have to use the furled finger. Let's just use the furled finger. No, we only have to do it from his sign. Where's Igon's sign? Maybe I can't summon in Lamenter form? Maybe it's in the arena itself. Maybe I have to do it once I'm actually in the arena. But that would be weird. I'm really tempted to look this up because I don't want to accidentally, like, skip this cutscene if it's just like, if it's just right in front of me, it's hidden in the rocks or something. I mean, I don't want to skip Igon's quest progress if that's the answer. I will try this. I'm gonna try seeing if I can find it in the arena, because it might be a secret. But if a couple of attempts, if I go like an attempt or two and I just don't see it, I'm gonna look up like where's Igon's summon sign, because I don't want to miss it. I also think there's no danger of me beating this anytime soon. What is that? That's like person made. Was this an old arena or something? No, this is a mountain. Hi? Holy shit, Bayle the Dread, hi. You are, oh god. You are aggressive. Okay. Where did you come down from? Did you just... It looked like it just appeared. It probably came from right above me and I just didn't see it. That is a cool looking dragon. That's like a bulky looking dragon. I like it. Let's put on some clothes. We're going to go full Godskin Apostle. I am okay with all of these things. Oh, frick. I was looking for, a sign. Give me a summon sign. I see it. I see it. So I have to find a way to get away from that a lot. I love this. I'm so happy. Yeah. What is your design? You're like, your wings are like in tatters. I guess your scales are like broken off. Each of them is a jagged shard. God, you look cool. All right, so 2 deaths. 1, I've seen the dragon. 2, I've seen the summon sign. So let's go into it and see if we can not die and summon the thing.
Curse you, Bayle! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true Drake warrior, and I, Igon. Your fears made flesh.
Your fears made flesh. These are your fears made flesh. Oh shit. Okay, so what's do you have hands? Or are your hands like ripped off and you're just hitting me with the stumps? Could be either way. I like that the summon was very quick. It wasn't like one of those leaning down and praying for 5 seconds and then, you know, sunbrowing it up, and then it's like this came in quickly.
Your fears.
Run. There were 2 waves there. Yeah, you don't have all, you're missing a lot of parts, my friend. Is there a 3rd one? I don't care that I'm dying in like 4 seconds. Yeah, you just have stumps of bone, like bone spears for arms. All right, I'm going to try getting on a horse. This feels like it may end up being a horse fight, but maybe not. Maybe it... No, probably not a horse fight. I'm just going to have to learn how to dodge stuff, probably.
Igon.
Run to the side. Oh, God, right. That's... So when you kind of rear back and get your chewy chomp ready and, like, your mouth starts to light up, that's going to be a dash forward. Times like this, I'm glad that this, A, doesn't use the Bloodborne system where I'd run out of blood vials, and 2, hello pigeon, and 2, I'm glad it's not the Dark Souls 2 series where I'd be at half health shortly, half health maximum. All right, let's try to... Good.
I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior.
Yeah!
Igon, solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
All right, here we go. What is this? Okay, so that's a wave. I have to be patient on the rolls there. Nope, get away from that. There's music. You're so nimble. Bayle be nimble, Bayle be... Get underneath you for that, I think, right? This is the coolest thing ever. Nope. Oh shit. Move to the side. Nope. Oh, my shield was a lifesaver there. Look at this turning into magma. Got it. That was the first time I got it. The shield... Oh! Shield can only do so much. Heal, heal, heal! No, 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 no! Roll! No, I'm super dead. I am the deadest dead to ever dead. Heal, heal, heal. FP. Oh, Igon with the claw. The claw.
Bayle the Dread. You shall haunt me no longer.
That was the coolest fucking... I'm holding my cat in celebration here. That... Holy shit. Like... I'm just soaking that all in. The wings appearing, the everything. We did it, buddy. Okay. Okay. That was amazing. Igon was amazing. Igon's voice was amazing. The initial form of Bayle was amazing. I was all ragged and ripped apart. The transformation, though, that is one of the... I won't say it's the coolest transformation of the game, because it's just... It's tied with a bunch of stuff. Like, actually, no, I take that back. It might be tied with just one thing. I think it might be just tied with Melania's transformation. But... like into the butterfly. I think that might be tied with this. It's a very different... Nope, never mind. It's also tied with Malekith. They're just different flavors of awesome. And the second phase, magma everywhere, lightning falling from the sky. I feel like I just probably got lucky that I made it through that second phase. And this weapon, boy, am I glad I used this weapon again. Is this... non-rhetorical question. Is this weapon considered cheesing for this dragon? I don't even care. This is very... like, I was upset about cheesing the lion because I didn't feel like I got the full experience. This, the dancing lion, this I don't feel like was cheesing. This I felt like... I feel good about it. I also don't think I could repeat that. If I had to do it again, it would probably take another 10 tries at least. Anyway. Where's he gone? God, Egon's voice actor. Is Egon's voice actor like one of those people who's been in like everything? What is this? Rest of the Dread Dragon. Rest of the Dead Dragon. I guess he was a dead drag even before I killed him, so. Oh, I can't mount up here. Interesting. What did I get? I didn't even see what I got. I was just too pumped. I'm sorry. I got Heart of Bayle. The biatrial heart of Bayle the Dread, dotted with horn-like gravel stones and glistening with deep red liquor. Gorge upon this at the grand altar of dragon communion to absorb Bayle's power, the purest form of communion in the words of the priestess. Let's rest. All right, Igon, are you anywhere I can see? No, you're not. Oh, no, you are. You're over here? Okay. I feel like I rip on myself enough and enough that I can be honest and not feel like a jackwagon when I say I feel like I did pretty well there. I feel like that, regardless of whether I could do it another 9 out of 10 times, because I can't, I thought that went pretty well. I thought I dodged okay. I learned the dodges pretty quickly after the first million deaths. I thought I did pretty well that fight. Kudos to me. Giving myself some flowers. Not Igon. You know what? He died happy. He died victorious. He died because his voice actor ran out of breath from all those amazing line reads. Oh my god. Egon's everything. Great bow, helm, armor, blah, blah, blah. And a bell bearing. I'll turn that in soon. Like, today, before this session ends. Egon's great bow. Weapon of Igon, the broken Drake warrior. A great bow fashioned from 2 dragon bones bound with coarse rope, covered in gashes left by claws, imbued with Egon's obsession, enhancing the power of Egon's harp. Skill, Egon's Drake Hunt. Ready the bow before unleashing a twisted shot with a great bellow that considerably enhances its power. I can't use this, it needs too much strength, dang. And the others, bell bearing can get Egon's harpoon, okay. Egon's loincloth, stripped from a corpse found in the aftermath of a battle. The scrap of cloth that smells utterly foul. Gauntlets, a mishmash of tatters and remnants stripped from a corpse that found in the aftermath of a battle. The armor. comprised of a miscellany of parts. Filthy belongings are attached to this tattered piece of protective wear. The poor scavenger of battlefields found honor through dragon communion. So he was like part of the memorial. He was just a vulture, and then but he found some kind of strength through this communion. Like he was, and the tattered hat, the whole shaped like a bugle. What? Is it really? Is that what a bugle looks like? First of all, there we are. I don't think this is all Dragon Warriors, but I just want to say how much I love that. Wait, what's that? Is that a hand on his? Is that a glove like right on my thigh? What is that? Is that a bug? No, he has a collection of gloves. What the hell? He has a collection of like 3 gloves on this thing. There's a 4th glove. He's just covered in hands. Igon is covered in gloves. Which piece is it? Which piece has the glove love? Is it the armor? It's the armor. Filthy belongings are attached to this tattered piece of protective wear. These aren't his. These are... Was he just like a murderer and he just took a glove as a trophy? Like, these feel like trophies, but he didn't strike me as a... I don't know. He could have absolutely... If the game dropped lore that Igon was like a serial killer, I wouldn't be like, oh, he didn't. He was the quiet. He was always the quiet type. No, I believe that. But like, he was just... Was he literally a murder hobo? I am so... Rest in peace. Whatever you did, you helped me out there. You were... Wait. No, because I'm thinking... I was thinking for a second, was he broken on... by Dragon Communion? So was he broken by the fight with Bayle? He was afraid, he ran, and then he resorted. He kind of debased himself, just picking at the corpses of battlefields because he didn't want to fight again until I found him, I guess. But no. Because it said that he gained strength from Dragon Communion. So maybe Dragon Communion was his way of... Like, he was Dragon Communion first, and then he fought Bayle and... sucked in, like he was cowardly, and then he used Dragon Communion again to get his mojo back. I don't know. What an interesting character, though. I'm sorry he's dead. 2 non-rhetorical questions. 1, could I have saved Bayle? Not Bayle. I could have saved him by not fighting him. Could I have saved Igon in some way? And 2, could I have... Non-rhetorical if they don't shelve the answer later. But and 2 is... should I have used the Olier's concoction? Was that meant to be used in this fight? Or is it just something else that I haven't discovered yet? Because it really felt like it was meant to be used in this fight, but I don't know. Alright, let's talk next to... Dragon Communion Priestess. Sorry, I'm talking a lot this session. There's not a whole lot happening in that. There's one amazing thing that happened. She's gone? Priestess Heart and Flowerstone Gavel. It's reusable. Turns human frame into ancient dragon and boosts dragon cult incantations. So this is really not meant for me. The Stone Heart of a Dragon Communion Priestess. Used while disrobed, it turns one's human flesh into an ancient dragon. I will try this at some point. Not right now, though, and it probably won't use it more than once. I want to honor my bro for a second here. Priestess was once an ancient... She was once an ancient dragon herself, really? But sacrificed that form for feeble flesh to aid in the destruction of Bayle the Dread. She was basically a strong DPS, but they didn't need a DPS. They needed a support character, even if that support was lower level, and she did it. She re-rolled. Flowerstone Gavel. Weapon of the Dragon Communion Priestess. Dragonstone hammer resembling an ancient flower. I'm surprised I can use this. I would have expected this to be a faith weapon. No, 0 faith. The 4 petals and the flower's core are all sharp, ending in points, and are capable of dealing heavy damage to dragons. And this is a piercing hammer. Interesting. Hammers usually strike, but this is a piercing hammer because of that thing at the end. Calls down the red lightning of the ancient dragons to strike a target. Lightning damage, and also temporarily reduces the target's lightning damage negation. To be charged to increase its power. So it is a striking weapon. That's very much a striking weapon. Why did it say it was piercing? Did I misread that? Hammer and pierce. Throwing blade and pierce. So, fist and strike. I guess it just looks like it's doing striking damage. This is actually... non-rhetorical question again. Is this doing piercing damage? I'm just used to piercing things, you know, going poke-poke. I saw that was a dragon. I didn't see that this was its jaw ripped open like this with a tongue hanging out. I did not notice that part of it. Communion with Bayle. None of these matter because I'm not going to use any of these, but... I mean, we might as well just get one. See if getting one does anything. We've already read these, I think, though. Anything new that jumps out at me? One day, fire will consume the very body and soul of its communion devourer one day. I really think they shouldn't have shown these until you actually, beat Bayle. Channels the form of the Dread Dragon in the right arm to smash foes with an exposed talon bone coursing with flame lightning. So, okay, yeah, now that makes sense. And violent eruptions of heat in the area. Sure, let's get Bayle's Tyranny. I immediately regret that decision. I didn't even think. Should I have gone back to check if I could have turned the heart in for, like, at the vending machine here at Round Table Hold? No. And there's no remembrance of Bayle, is there? I guess there wasn't a remembrance of the Divine Dragon, it's still Sekiro mode, of the, Dancing Dragon. Was there? I don't remember. Yeah, was there? Let's buff this, piercing weapon up. I want to use this piercing weapon a bit. And I offer the bell bearing. I was going to totally forget this. Offered Igon's bell bearing. What do we get now? Igon's harpoon. Right. They told us. These are great arrows. Great arrows that bristles. Great arrow that bristles with sharp gravel stone pieces. As an anti-dragon effect, the broken Drake warrior Igon made these one by one in the midst of his agony, so that Bayle the Dread himself would know fear. You did great, Igon. You did absolutely wonderfully. And he absolutely did. This was not like an easy win at all for me. And the fact he contributed a whole lot. I don't know actually how much damage he was doing. I'll be able to watch the video and see how much, but I don't know how much he was doing. But he contributed. And he tanked for me at times. All praise to Igon. I'm not going to use the last Somber Ancient on this for now. I just don't know if I'll like it enough yet.
I see.
I think I'm going to visit Thiolier as well. Where's Thiolier? Because I want to see if he has anything to say now that I don't know that he's invested in Bayle, but I do want to check.
So,
Nothing. I can buy more of these. All right, so we are going to try to... Oh.
just give me the word if you need any.
Oh yeah, no worries. Let's try one more, a couple more things here, because sorry again. There's a very low. This had one big spike of action, and a lot of this is just me talking. So again, I don't. Anyone who sticks around, God bless you. You are amazing, and thank you, and hello, and I hope you're doing well. Let's try two things. First, we're going to turn into dragon mode. This is the other thing that makes me think that at the start, that just speaks to Igon's arc. So this is like perfect. Sorry, I'm rambling again. This Drake Knight gauntlets, like this gear, this is like the Estinian gear. This is what, you know, this is what you get from an awesome raid as a Dragoon in Final Fantasy XIV. The awesome Dragon Knight medal, looks like a dragon, all that sort of thing. But that's not what Igon was wearing, because he probably was wearing that when he fought Bayle, and it just didn't do him any good. I'm just... From birth, Drake Knight speak not a word. BS. I'm just so impressed with it. It's such a small thing. I'm really impressed with the clothes they gave Igon. I love it. All right, let's eat the dragon priestess heart. So this boosts our resistances a fair bit then, doesn't it? Yeah, our immunity, robustness, focus, and vitality are through the roof right now. Absolutely through the roof. What about physical resistances? Lower. It's all much lower generally. Fire 195, magic 1. It's physical resistance is lower, but our resistances to physical negation is lower, and defense is lower, but our resistances are way up there. So that kind of tells me a little bit what's this for. Is this for on top of the Dragon Cult stuff, which I'm not going to use. So then let's try Thiolia's concoction. I'm not an ordinary human. It won't cause me ordinary death. What'll it do, though? Oh. I guess that's what it'll do. I really thought that I would be protected because I was no longer an ordinary human form. There we go. I think that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next time as we do other stuff. You know what? I think I do know what we're going to do. I'm going to leave. My plan is to leave this behind. Should I keep exploring here? Is there something like major I missed? Because I'm ready to move on from here if not. I guess I'm going to go like up towards... there's this whole other section that I missed. I'm going to look at the crosses. I think looking at the cross map is what I'll do. Maybe I'll try to see if there's a painting I can explore more of. And where was that? I had a mark. Yeah, and like this thing, like this section, there was that gate area. I think this would be the next main area I would go towards. Have I been to Morth Ruins already as well? I thought I had, but maybe I hadn't. Anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.